There are over 570 National Wildlife Refuges in the U.S., and this one just made my top 10 list. Let me get this straight. On the spur of the moment, from this spot, right next to the Texas border, we're going to bird all the way across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, hitting National Wildlife Refuges along the way. How did that happen? Back up. I am so not dreaming of a white Christmas. Where can I go that's sunny and warm right now? So we're in Southwestern Louisiana. This is a site where there are at least 3 really good National Wildlife Refuges, and if you want to know how to do them right, follow me. And then do the opposite. I don't think he's coming my way on purpose, but he's coming my way. Great. First is alligators. Now feral swine can be dangerous to people and pets. Big piggy's out here and he's got my number. So I'm getting about 250 lesser snow geese, about 4 greater white-fronted geese. There's 220 ibis out there. I guess they're white-faced ibis, although I don't really see any field markings that say so, but that's what's supposed to be around here. 1 northern harrier and 1 killdeer. Like many national wildlife refuges, especially in Louisiana, hunting and fishing is allowed, but that's usually in a separate area from the best wildlife viewing. The heart of Cameron Prairie is Pintail Drive and Boardwalk, just 2 miles down from the visitor center. The outer loop goes completely around one of the best impoundments, and as if that weren't enough, there's the boardwalk trail right at the beginning. So Pintail Walk, not bad. It's got 4 pintails on it. It does have, see them right, the common gallinule. There's a bunch of northern shovelers, 6 I think, maybe 8 blue-winged teal, maybe 9 blue-winged teal. How many are you getting? It's good to see these optics being put to good use. You know, in a staring contest, he wins. Really? Is that our first little blue heron? Oh, you know you're a redtail having a bad day when even the northern harriers don't like you. Yeah, Pintail Walkway, that's nice. You know, I think it'll be a little better in the morning, and we are coming back tomorrow morning. Well, it's the next morning, gone from sunshine to fog. Yeah. What? I'm from Maine. You think I haven't birded in fog before? Oh, it's one of those wildlife drives. Stay inside your vehicle while observing wildlife, which is great if you're on the driver's side. Oh, now what? I want to walk Pintail Path. There's birds all over the entrance to it, and I don't want to disturb them. Lots of ibis, which I assume are white-faced ibis all this time of year. I can't tell the difference between this and glossy, except they're not very glossy. We have snowy egret, great egret, Wilson snipe just flew off, lots of grackles, and they're all blocking my path. And how used to people are these ibises and egrets? We're 60 feet away. They're not even looking at us. Northern shovelers behind that, they're not looking at us either. As you can see, the one thing about birding in the morning is you get a lot more songbird activity. Marsh wren right there, although he's not easy, but he's right there. Then butterbutt, yellow rump warblers are over here. Savannah sparrows around, swamp sparrows popped up. Didn't get those yesterday afternoon. I tell you, birding in the fog has its own kind of charm, doesn't it? Spider webs covered in dewy mist. In that flock of egrets, there is one roseate spoonbill. First one of the trip. Well, that was different. Good, but different. All right, new strategy for Wildlife Drive. You drive, and I sit in the back seat so we can both look out the window that faces most of the pool. Does that work? Good. No, don't bother to wipe your feet. It's a rental. Of course, the problem with staying in the car is you can't always see over the reeds. Boy, the sit in the back seat thing really worked. Can't believe we didn't think of that before. You know, I've only seen a few limpkins in my life, and that's the first one I've heard calling that much, that loud. Great. I haven't seen fog this thick since I did Aransas National Wildlife Refuge in 2009. Sabine National Wildlife Refuge is just on the western side of Lake Charles, Louisiana, inches from the Texas border. The refuge was established in 1937 to protect the largest wetland marsh on the Gulf Coast. It is really good for hunting and fishing, and especially crabbing. There are two trails good for birding I want to hit, even on a foggy day, and the first one is Blue Goose Trail. Okay, there are alligators here, and that's okay. I don't mind alligators. It's crocodiles I don't trust. Nice observation tower. Did you see anything yet? So this is the lookout from the Blue Goose Trail. What do you think? One of the best views you never had. God, there's just so many birds out here, though. They're all calling and they're dragging me in. So the whole reason I drag you here is because this is the intersection of the Central and Mississippi flyways. So a lot of birds congregate right in this area. And this is a 125,000 acre refuge. Oh, Louisiana's fun just before Christmas, but I'll tell you what, to all the locals, come to Maine this time of year. No mosquitoes. These sedge wrens may as well be moles. They don't pop up above the grass for anything. Seaside sparrow? Fog. The camera does not know what to focus on. It's all white. Can't get these turns. Oh. Not a chance. One thing's for sure. I don't know my sedge wren call notes. Orange crowned warbler. It's the uncooperative subspecies. Great walk. Heard a lot of great birds. Didn't see them. Blue Goose Trail, well, that was fun. 4 miles down the road past here is the Wetland Walkway. We'll head there now. I cannot believe this. They're closed. The website, the National Wildlife Refuge website says they're open every day of the year, dawn to dusk, but they're closed. It's a long way from northern Maine to southwestern Louisiana to find a refuge closed. Turns out the trail is closed because they're rebuilding a power line after the last hurricane. So on to the next. I saved the best for last. The third National Wildlife Refuge is Lacassine, just east of Cameron Prairie, and the fog is lifting. Lacassine is a big refuge, but there are two birding hotspots. Lacassine Pool is an auto loop, and that's where most of the birding is. But the visitor center, which is really just the office, is over here on Lake Arthur. Both sites are independently connected to Route 14. At the visitor center, there's an observation deck. Are you serious? Another limpkin. I thought these were hard. Just up the road, a designated birding trail. All right, you ready? Boy, this looks good. Southern birding. Red-bellied woodpecker in every tree, red-shouldered hawk calling from like every direction. Wet bottomland, nice trail through it. And it's woodpecker heaven. Red-bellied woodpeckers everywhere, yellow-bellied sapsucker back there. And phoebes. Did I mention phoebes? Eastern phoebes. Place is filthy with swamp sparrows. I don't know if it's whole families, additional broods, 2 days before Christmas, but whew. So much edge habitat and a lot of different edges. Just like that, we come out of the wetter area to more adjacent fields, and we go from swamp sparrows to savanna sparrows. I should have read the pamphlet more. I didn't realize there was going to be a wetland here like this. I know. I can never get tired of seeing northern harriers. It's one of the most widespread raptors in North America, but God love them. Vermilion flycatcher. That's just wrong. Flycatcher should not be that color. Savannah sparrow, you're local. Where's the best place to get gumbo? And hingas, 3 of them. And they're supposed to be here, but this is the first one we've seen, right? Yeah. Jerks. Right at the sun. You didn't see that green heron, did you? No, it's just a quick flash into the swamp. Oh, I have died and gone to heaven. Not only is Lacassine Pool a really productive pool with a lot of wading birds and waterfowl in it, but it's 16,000 acres, the entire pool complex. And there's a wildlife drive around it. And this one, you can walk on. I've got 3 eastern meadowlarks. How many did you get? Okay, if you come to the Gulf Coast or really anywhere across the southern United States in any kind of agricultural area or lots of weedy field type habitat, the number of blackbirds that come down from the north and just swarm all over those fields is in the thousands, just thousands and thousands all at once. All 3 grackle species, red-winged blackbird mixed in. Okay, I get it now. Why is this one more walkable than some other refuges right in the area? And it's like, I don't know, what would you call it, double moated? So big channel here on this side, smaller channel on this side, big area just over the berm. I couldn't disturb these birds if I wanted to. Okay, you can walk on this wildlife drive, get out periodically, but for the sake of not disturbing anything unnecessarily, we'll just stay in the car for now and only get out if it's an emergency, you know, like a really good bird. Boy, the eagles are really annoying the waterfowl. I got 37 greater white-fronted geese. How many did you get? I don't think I've had to sit in the back seat when the front seat was open since I was 6. The brown pelican is a Louisiana state bird. Why is it not the limpkin? Not to overthink it, but in Lacassine National Wildlife Refuge in southern Florida, I can get these pretty easily. Corkscrew National Audubon Center over in the west side of southern Florida. Not that hard, but this is nuts. Isn't this just incredible? Didn't I tell you it was going to be good? Thanks for coming along. Black-bellied whistling ducks. I have not seen a lot of those in my life. Well, this place really tests your birding ethics and behavior. We're using the car as a blind as much as possible, but black-bellied whistling ducks don't even flinch when the car rolls by. They don't even look up. Like, I've seen mallards looking for a picnic handout that are not as tame as this. What is scaring the crap out of all those ducks? Mostly, I think blue-winged teal, right? Yeah, okay. Looks like the harrier is perplexing the flock. Keeps coming in the same time, and that's scattering them like crazy. Hundreds. Wow, just wow. Rosie and Spoonbill is sitting right behind a gajillion black-bellied whistling ducks. There are more ducks in here than Elon Musk has dollars. So, lesser snow geese, greater white-fronted geese, and black-necked stilts. That's one good thing about counting the geese. When they're in the field, it's a little hard. But when the eagles go over, all you have to do is count by the, I don't know, thousands. Lacassine National Wildlife Refuge. You can boat in it, you can paddle in it, you can fish in it. I wouldn't recommend swimming. Sun's getting low, and this is only open till sunset. 5 days birding 3 national wildlife refuges in southwestern Louisiana. Spectacular. Next, New Orleans. And this might be a good time to subscribe. Why are they always closing the refuge at sunset, just when all the cool birds are coming out?